What's good, Wagering World? Broadcasting live as always from beautiful Summerlin, Nevada. It's your boy Five Star in Vegas in here with my guy, the only Sacramento Kings fan that I know. What's good, Spreader Star?
Not much, man. We got a beautiful weekend here. The tennis action's in full swing. The NBA is back on track. Pretty excited for that 76ers game last night. I was pretty checked out by halftime. I was
Yeah,
surprised. Could you? I was like, I set my schedule aside, right? I said, I got to watch this. I said, man, that's how it is in
that was
sports,
one
though,
of the
right?
bigger bets I made all year on the NBA, man. Me and my
Yeah.
clients, we did pretty well on that one. We did the plus 4.5, but that's the only thing we did pretty well on yesterday, man. College, woo, these conference tournaments have been hell on my system. I've been doing well on my free plays, but my usual 70% and up uh, percentage of winning on the day to the last 3 days with my clients has been a little down, man. These a lot of upsets, man. A lot of big teams that we expect a lot better play from have really struggled, and now I'm having to adjust the system, as me and you spoke about a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
with the fact that it's a different time, man. These kids and maybe even the coaches now, they don't care too much about the conference tournaments. As when we were coming up, it was the main tournament that the team was worried about winning, and then it was the NCAAs. But now it seems like these kids aren't too motivated, and it's showing in their players. Baylor gets upset, Texas gets upset, Michigan gets upset. This morning, Illinois went down. Uh, Houston is not looking good right now. Look like they're about to go down as well. It's a strange time in the college basketball world with betting, man.
Yeah, I mean, different tournaments. And we were talking, I said, man, this used to be the easiest one to cap because we knew that it was like the rivals. They wanted to beat their rivals. So, I guess with all the money in the NCAA's and all the attention, that's what they're focused for. But yeah, I'm surprised to see it myself as well.
Hey, all I can say is in Vegas, it's been a bloodbath, man. But you know what we do? We adjust and we get back on top. So hopefully Monday I'll have some good news with you guys on how I adjusted the system to what's going on now. I'll be looking more for teams who are on the bubble and attempting to get into it, and also different other things that could be motivating factors because we can't bet strictly on athletic talent right now. We have to involve emotions and what's the objective for these teams. Yesterday though was pretty well for me. How did you do yesterday, spread?
Yeah, it wasn't the best day, man. Both the top picks we talked about yesterday. So I had Brooklyn too, right? So that was nice. Had the under, had to sweat it,
Mhm.
but that one got home. So okay, I was happy about that one, right? Then Sloan starts. She's looking great. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we pegged this one perfectly. And then that wind really seemed to rattle her. And then
Yeah,
Naomi also started to settle down. And I think that was one of the things with Naomi taking so much time off in between tournaments. Um, you know, this after the slow start, once she got her rhythm, it was too much for Sloan. I thought Sloan would put up a little more fight. I was a little disappointed. I think the wind was really rattling her though, because she never really got into a rhythm in the service games. And then in Denver, right, same deal, man. They're up by 9 at halftime, and I said, okay, this is going to be rough though, because the Warriors are that third quarter team, right? It's almost like I remember 3 years ago, it's like the only time I ever got a captcha on Bookmaker was logging in to bet a Warriors game at halftime.
right,
That's how bad that those Warriors third quarters were.
right,
When 3 years ago, that was like the best bet in sports was the Warriors
right.
third
I
quarter if they
agree.
were down at halftime. So I knew it. I knew we weren't there yet. And boy, did my fears come true as they ended up being down 4 at the end of the third. Right. So I think it was a 13-point lead in just one quarter there for the Warriors, and they closed it out. So that was my concern. We talked about maybe the books were overreacting to fatigue. I was hoping that was the case, but the fatigue came into play last night as the Denver Nuggets lost in their fourth game in 5 nights. The Warriors were able to get it done, and hey, that might be a playoff series the way the standings are, and I wouldn't mind seeing that in the first round. So, I lost, but I'm pretty excited about tonight, ready to get back on track. And with that Sloan, those plus 200s, right?
Yeah,
You know, it's why people don't like giving out tennis picks, because a lot of the way to bet tennis profitably is to take those big dogs, but your winning percentage, you're gonna have a positive ROI, and your winning percentage is gonna be lower than 50%. So it's
right.
tough for people on the day-to-day basis, but we're out here giving out information, and hey, I really thought we were gonna get that one home, pretty close, but we didn't get there.
That's why when he said, remember I say that jinky two, that two is oh man, that's letting you know that the game's going to be either way and down to the end. There's no advantage on either side, and the Warriors were a little motivated last night. They have been playing well, and they're a proud team, and showed they figured out a way to deal with Jokic and end up getting the victory. So we move ahead though. I had a layup last night with North Carolina.
Yeah, that was nice,
-4
right?
and money line. That was nice. That one was fun. Pretty much just the way we spoke about it. Virginia struggles mightily to score, and you can't struggle to score with an offense like North Carolina got. Props to Virginia for digging in and trying their best in the second half and keeping it somewhat within, a fighting chance within 25, 30, because I really thought they were going to lose by like 30 or 40, but they were able to scrap and fight the type of teams like Tony Bennett always has to play defense, and really put up a good effort and try hard, but their inability to score is the wrong type of matchup for them against a team like North Carolina. North Carolina's explosive, man. And they showed the first half winning by 20 points. It was 33-13. Virginia scored 13 points. It's unbelievable in the first half. So somebody's taking the tournament a little serious. So hopefully North Carolina is a team that we can ride a little bit through the ACC tournament. That they played with a lot of pride last night. And I'll be looking forward tonight actually to bet them again when they face Virginia Tech. They have a great head-to-head against Virginia Tech. And I think they're going to be able to overpower them. And once again, it'll be difficult for, I think, the Virginia Tech guards to keep up with the athleticism and length of North Carolina's guards. But let's get to the ball and parlay today, man, and see what we're going to give the folks for this Friday to wrap up another winning week. 8th straight winning week on the show, man, which is a good thing. And that's what it's all about, the bottom number. Let's give them a winner for the weekend, man, so we can get back with a Monday.
Yeah, I want to get this play home tonight, right? I want that 4-1 for this week. And the team I've chose, the team I've circled, the team I'm going with is the Atlanta Hawks. They're hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers, man, Cleveland, talk about a cursed sports city, man. It just feels like this team, this city, it just look at the way the Cavaliers season went, right? They go into the year, they got this backcourt of Garland and Sexton, right? Sexton gets hurt. Okay, they slide Ricky Rubio in there, right? Okay, cool. Now we got a veteran in there. They're still winning at an amazing pace. Then Rubio goes down. I mean, this team just can't get things right. So they trade for LeVert. He's been in and out of the lineup. I guess you can kind of expect that, right? He's never been the sturdiest player, right? And they added Rondo. He's been in and out of the lineup, but I mean, he's like close to my age, so I'm not surprised he's been out.
Yeah.
But the injury that I'm really thinking that, boy, this team just is not running good is that Jared Allen injury, right? Because we talked all year when we're back in Cleveland, and I back Cleveland a lot this year. I love that the Twin Tower style defense, right, with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and then they'd even run Lauri Markkanen at power forward, have three, guys over 6'10", close to 7 foot out there at the floor at the same time, and with everyone going small, I thought it was a really innovative way to be different and kind of attack these teams on the board and with some rim protection compared to all these small ball lineups with everyone copying the Warriors' success over the last 5 years. So I really like Cleveland, but Jared Allen was that veteran presence, and Evan Mobley is the goods. He's legit, right? But the kid's 19, 20 years old, right? I mean, these guys, they come into the league too early and they flash their talent and they're so much fun. But it's a little while before they're true game changers or really able to carry a team, right? And I think that Mobley's done great. I think he's been the difference this season for the Cavaliers, going from a lottery team to they're going to make the playoffs. But I think it's just too tough a task tonight. With them, I think LeVert's game time decision, not sure if he'll be in or out, but Allen will not play. He's going to be out for the rest of the month. Now you're going against an Atlanta Hawks team, and let's be honest, the Hawks haven't been very good. But what's been their problem? The Hawks do not travel very well. They're 31-33 on the year. 19-11 at home, though, right? So it just shows you this team has not done a good job of traveling. But we get them at home tonight. They're in Atlanta, fun city for young guys to travel to, right? If you're a young man with a lot of money, there's not a lot of places can beat Atlanta for the nightlife, right? So that's an advantage that Atlanta's always got playing at home. And I just think they match up really well here. They have more depth than the Cavaliers due to the recent injuries. And a lot of times, teams say, oh, we're going to attack Trae Young. We're going to attack Trae Young. Well, I don't think they're going to be able to do it tonight because they don't have the multiple options at guard to seek out Young. They're not going to let Young work against Garland. They'll be fine to let him sit in the corner on Isaac Okoro or Dean Wade, right? Kevin Love's a great player, but he's still coming off the bench. And with, Gallinari, Okongwu, all the great bigs that the Hawks have coming off the bench. I really like Atlanta to get it done tonight. So I'm going to lay the 5.5. I got the Atlanta Hawks at home, beating the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hawks minus 5.5.
All right, y'all spread going for 4-1 week this week. He's doing a great job in the NBA. He's going to lay the 5.5 with the Hawks. Like you said, it's one of those cities, man.
Hey, you almost could call it a magic city, right?
Yeah, a magic city. I always tell people, man, one thing you got to factor in on the NBA when these kids go to play in Houston, LA, New York, and Miami, they most likely have a girlfriend there. So it's no telling what type of obligations they had the prior night. All right, man, I'm going to get to the college basketball world, as always. And I'm riding with Colorado plus 10 in the Pac-12 conference tournament against Arizona Wildcats. What I've noticed, it doesn't take long for me to pick up in these tournaments is that the bubble teams that have fear that they're not going to make the NCAAs are giving it their all. They're playing the hardest, man. They're giving it all, and Colorado is definitely one of those bubble teams. Also, Colorado has recent success. Just a few weeks back, they blew the doors on Arizona, and that was Arizona fully stocked. Yesterday, late in the game against Stanford, Arizona lost its starting point guard, Kurt Krischer. He's huge. He runs the offense for them. The quarterback, great three-point shooter. I'm sure they have more talent to come in off the bench to start, but no one's going to initiate the offense like Kurt was. They're going to really miss his leadership on the court. And with this being the first game back, and then you're also facing a team that just shellacked you, even though they're the more talented team in Arizona, in the back of their mind, they're thinking about the last time they saw Colorado. Colorado has a mental advantage. And also, as I said, this is the first game that Arizona will be playing without their starting point guard. Maybe by the time the tournament starts, they'll be able to make the adjustment. As of this point, Colorado's the hottest team in the Pac-12. They're the team no one wants to face. As the year ended, their coach opened up their bench and allowed some of the young guys to play. And they got some real weapons on the wings. They got some kids who could play, man. They can shoot the three well. Athletic, make great plays to the rim. They still have the veteran Evan Beatty. He's like the round mound of rebound. Chubby kid, but he has light feet, plays smart, can shoot the three. Great leader for them down low. He sets the defense, takes charges all day long. He isn't blocking anything at center. He's taking charges, man. But he takes up so much space in the lane that when you come running through there, and you know how these college refs call the game, man, they can't wait to throw their arms and throw that charge and, get the cameras on them. So he's a great defensive college defensive player, even though he doesn't have any athleticism, can't jump, doesn't block shots. He's still a great defensive player with being able to actually draw charges. So I expect Colorado to stay in this game late, man. I won't be surprised if they pull off the plus 300, 340, whatever they are, 370. I'm sure the books are smart and don't have it that high right now. A 10 would sometimes draw 475, 450. I guarantee you the games are probably 340 max because Colorado has a very, very good chance at winning this game outright. They need it. They want this conference tournament more than Arizona does. I'm sure that Arizona's coach wouldn't mind. Yeah, he wants to win, but if they lost, it'll be a great time to get, a week's break before the real tournament starts next week, and he can kind of adjust to what he's going to do with his team since the point guard has went out, or hopefully hope that Kurt Krischer comes back, that he, can heal from the injury that he sustained yesterday. So I'm definitely rolling Colorado plus 10. This number is all the way wrong by the books. I'm loading up on it. It's a 5% play for me. And I look forward to talking to you guys Monday about it. And hopefully Colorado can pull out the money line and we can get a little of that as well. So
I just checked. It's plus 415 offshore at Bookmaker.
So that means low. And if it's plus 415 out your way, it's probably plus 375 here. I'm definitely sprinkling something. Yeah, I'm definitely sprinkling something on that.
All right.
Definitely. That's a late game, guys. That's a 9 p.m. Eastern start, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 6 p.m. tip on the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time. So you guys, spread is going for a 4-1 week with the Hawks minus 5.5. I'm going with another winning week with Colorado plus 10 to push mine to 3-2 to be my third straight victory. And it'll push me to 12-5-1 in the last 18 on these college basketball games, on these free plays. We just got to tighten up the ship a little bit on these Supreme clientele plays. Like I said, I'm adjusting the system, and hopefully by Monday I have some good news for everybody. Got anything for the people spread before we get out of here?
Did you want to give them a little bonus for the weekend?
Hey, man, we won't see you guys till Monday, so I cooked up a little 2-team parlay with spread for you guys. Throw it up there for them, spread. We're going to roll with New Mexico State money line. They'll be facing Grand Canyon. They've had great success against them this year. New Mexico State is the best team in their conference by far. Timmy Allen is a real baller. They have a lot of tall, lean defensive players on that team. They like to get out and run, and I expect them to give Grand Canyon its third loss to them this season. Hawaii also has a great past record against Cal Fullerton that they're facing tonight. They'll be looking to beat them for the third time this season. I'll take that plus 120 all day, especially the way Hawaii's offense looked last night. They're hitting it all cylinders. So you guys, as a bonus parlay for tonight, these are all late games. They started about 9 p.m. On the West Coast, about 8:30, about 8:30 on the West Coast. So it'll be about 10:30 if you're in Central Standard Time, or in 11:30 if you're on the Eastern Standard Time. So that way you have plenty of time to get them in. Put this 2-team parlay in. New Mexico State money line minus 140 with Hawaii money line plus 120. And hopefully we all have some money to cash this Friday night. And we'll get with you guys on Monday, man. Any more things for the people before we get out of here?
No, just looking forward to watching some college basketball this weekend. Thanks for the good plays. I love these spots that we got.
Yes, sir. We got great spots, and I'll also be playing the Hawks with you at minus 5.5, and I'll probably play a money line too as well, man. Like you said, the Atlanta flu is a real thing.
Yeah.
And we hope you guys have the best of luck this week and every day on your sports betting ventures. Tune in to us daily, Monday through Friday, on SCOON TV exclusively. And you can also follow us on Twitter for the latest information on sports wagering. Follow my guy Spread at Spread ASTAIRE. Follow me at 5 Star in Vegas. Fill out the 5. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend.